Hey guys, it's me, Phantom the Grim Reaper, and I got a little story for you, um, of how I got the cops called on me. And before you freak out, no, it wasn't anything big. I didn't like try to shoot up my nearest Walmart. It was just a misunderstanding, if you will. Anyway, so this morning, I was talking to my boyfriend, and he said, "Hey, why don't you come and see me at work at lunchtime?" And he works a second shift, so I was gonna have to be there around 8. And so I was like, okay. And he said that he has friends at the general store, which is close to where he works. And he's like, they're cool, you're gonna like them, they're gonna like you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll come and meet them. We planned to meet at his work because I don't know where the general store was. He said that I passed it on the way to where he works, but I'm like, no, it's gonna be dark and I don't know how to get there, so let's meet at work. I left a little early. I left at 6:50, maybe, which was a bit early, but it was only because I thought there was going to be ice on the road. I decided to just go to the general store because I found it, and it happened to be on the way to where he works. So I sat there for a while. It was very awkward because when I got there, someone smoking outside, and they were kind of just like looking at me, and I was like, yeah. I got on my phone and started playing Pokemon Go. I walked around like back and forth for a while trying to get a Weeping Bell. I never found it though. So I went back into my car and I sat there for a little while longer. Went on iFunny, went on Twitter. It was like 7:20, and I was sitting there. I was on iFunny, right? And all of a sudden I hear a gunshot, and I just went. I didn't know this was the hood, and I like ducked down because I was really freaked out. And then these guys in a truck, I could barely see them because they were wearing camo. They just ran out into the woods, got out of the truck, just ran out in the woods. They came back like a couple minutes later with a goose in their hand. I'm like, what even happened? Where do you even, what happened? I thought I was gonna get shot. I swear, I thought I was gonna get shot. And it was about 7:30. I was like, okay, Phantom, I have an idea. You can go in there 7:45 and browse. 15 minutes for browsing? That's normal, right? Right? Wrong. It was about 7:40 when I decided I'm going to go in there for a little bit longer cuz at the time it felt like a good idea. It felt like a great idea, but I don't think it was. I got in there. Right away, someone asked, I think a manager, I assume it was. She got asked if I needed anything. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Just, looking around. I went down through the aisles. This place was like really into camo, and it smelled weird. Um, but they had a lot of cool stuff. They had like band-aids. They had jewelry. They had books. I think they were magazines though, so not really books. 5 minutes passed. About 3 people asked me if I needed anything. I kept telling them no, but I stood there, doing nothing the whole time. I was in the same aisle, and then they found me. They're like, do you need anything? And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm great, actually, thank you. Do you need help looking for anything? No, nothing specific, just, on my phone, took out my phone, and I just kind of looked at it, and then I put it back. It was 7:50, and I decided to get back in my car. Because I felt really uncomfortable because they clearly just thought I needed something. They were kind of creeped out a little. So I went back in my car. I thought the good idea of pretending I was on the phone. So the same person who was smoking earlier went back out to smoke. And she kind of looked at me. And then she looked back. I just took out my phone. I'm like, yeah. So there's this person out there. And there's a couple of cars. There's 3 cars, talking to myself. So she goes back in, and then all of a sudden, like 2 minutes later, a cop shows up. I'm like, yeah, there's this cop here. He might be here for some sweet donuts. Car kind or the food kind, either one would be pretty sweet. He was not there for donuts. He went in there for a minute, and then he came back out, and I was pretending to be on the phone. This time I was like, here, and I'm like, yeah, the cop is coming near me. I don't know what's going on. Kind of creeped out. Then he took out his flashlight, and he just shined it in me. He's like, because my door was closed, and I couldn't hear what he was saying, and I'm like, oh god. So I put down my phone, which I wasn't actually talking on, and I opened the door. He's like, yeah, the ladies are in there are kind of creeped out because you walked in there, stood there, and then just left, and now you're sitting out here. Oh god, that's it. I am America's Most Wanted. And I tried to explain to him, no, I'm waiting for someone, you know, I'm waiting. So he left, and I started calling my boyfriend, like, hello, pick up. But he doesn't have very good signal where he works. So I just kept calling him until he finally picked up. Hey, they called the police. And I heard him laugh. And I'm like, really? I am freaking out right now. I could be a criminal. And you're laughing at me. He's like, I'm gonna be there in a couple of minutes. So he hangs up. And then the police comes back. Policeman comes back. And he's like, hey, could you park over there by the light post? I turn around, and there's a light post there. They are very uncomfortable with you just sitting here. And I'm like, but I'm waiting for someone. See, this person on my phone, this picture, this is the guy I'm waiting for. And he's like, I don't recognize him. I was trying to say as many things as I could to seem innocent, but I guess talking made me seem worse, because he's like, yeah, you need to go park by that light post over. And I was like, he'll be here any minute. I got off the phone with him just a second ago. This is his name, and don't worry, he'll be here any second. So by then he shows up, and I just run over to his truck. I'm like, please, they called the police on me. Oh my god, I don't want to be in there. He just laughed again. Oh my god. So I went in there, he bought a Mountain Dew. He's like, I can't believe he called the cops on her. And I just stood there the whole time like this. So by 8:06, we just went back to his work and we sat there for a while. He told everyone, hey, my girlfriend got the police called on her. It was awful. I know this was kind of different because now I usually just like tell stories on this channel, but I don't usually tell stories on this channel, but it was kind of a weird thing to happen to me, and honestly, I kind of peed myself there for a second when the cop came up, so anyway, like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe for more content of whatever it may be, and I'll see you next time in whatever I do. Bye!